The thing that interested me about The Man Who Knew Infinity was it was a story I knew nothing about a man I knew nothing about. And it was about mathematics, something which to me seems entirely passionless, but it does contain passion and wonder and mystery and art.
Jeremy and Dev, they had off-the-wall chemistry, and I've sort of always said this is a love story, and really the love story is between the two of them. And I don't think we see that too often in film, and when it can happen between two people that are, mentor-student or in a different kind of a way, it can be pretty powerful when men sort of reveal a more sensitive side that you don't often see in film these days.
I'm playing a very typical closed, boarding school educated Englishman, not in touch with his emotions, who, for professional reasons, because he gets this Indian mathematician, this uneducated Indian mathematician, over to Cambridge, who has been used to that life, that colour, that strength of emotion, that whirl, coming to this rather cold country. We were just going to war, 1913, 1914, and working very closely with a man who wasn't in touch with his emotions at all, so couldn't really respond to him.
An actor like myself, who looks the way I do, it's very rare to come across something that's so meaty, that's period. And I knew once it got off the ground, it was going to be surrounded by stellar actors that I was going to be able to act opposite. It's a film that doesn't rely on CGI or special effects or anything like that. It's a very performance-driven film about two humans with very different ideals, which I thought would be an amazing journey to go on.
This is my first major role in a movie, and appearing opposite Dev was great. He was really, really great to work with. We were traveling every day and had long hours, so it was great to be with a person who I could just hang out with,
Part of the reason that the project was so appealing was the idea of working with somebody like Ed, who is such a legendary producer, and especially with Matt as a young filmmaker, to be working, and be validated by somebody like Ed, who discovered people like Terrence Malick and Oliver Stone and Brian De Palma. I knew that if we had him in our camp, it would really validate Matt and make the process to get the movie moving forward would be that much easier.
But Matt had a very good handle on the level of the team he wanted to surround himself with, and I think that was important on a first-time director's job, is to give him people that have the experience, and Matt, I think, instinctively understood that and went for that as well.
I can't add up 2 and 2, and you'd think I'd open that script and be bored to tears or frightened, neither of which. I thought it was the most exciting script I'd read in many a year, and it is a wonderful script and an amazing story.
Luciana was my rock. The combination of her and Larry Smith, it gives a remarkable look to the film.
To be working with somebody like Larry Smith, who's our director of photography, is such an amazing stroke of good luck for us.
Pure mathematicians, I have learned, are people who study it literally as an art, see where it takes them.
The mathematics is incredibly difficult to grasp, if not impossible for someone like myself. We had a really amazing guy called Ken Ono, who guided us through the complexities of it all, taught me a couple equations that I could write out lightning fast. I used to practice that every night with a friend of mine.
It's been a blast working on this film. I guess my first task was to see to it that the props, the letters, the actual mathematical manuscripts, make sure that these were accurate, precise documents, but have also helped with the tweaking of the script here and there to emphasize the right important mathematical discoveries. I've had the opportunity to discuss some very critical scientific lines with both Jeremy Irons and Dev Patel, and it's been great.
It was thrilling coming here on the set and seeing what had been my work back from '88 to '91, now expressed in a different genre.
I realized over time that this film was about the cost that comes when two people wait out of fear to connect in their relationships, which is tragic, and you see it all the time in life, but you really saw it between these two people. And you know, I think it's a miracle that Ramanujan made it to Trinity, and Hardy brought him over and was willing and was the right person at the right time to take the chance to bring him over. It's a bittersweet triumph at the end of the film, because you know, you want a happy ending, and there is a happy ending in a sense, but it's bittersweet.
Did you know that in The Revenant, Leonardo DiCaprio, a convinced vegetarian, was so in character he ate real raw meat in a scene depicting Glass surviving off a wild bison's liver? Yeah. Click here for more videos. See you soon. Bye.